Yeah, like on the way in. See how they do us? See how they do us, family? Rise, rise, rise. See how they do us, family? See how they do us? See how they do us, family? Listen, family, go to www.betheevolution and get your Rise shirts, okay? Get your Rise shirts. Jamie, if you're watching, bring me another one of them things, please. They're trying to mess me up. Thank you guys. It's actually long like my Curtis too, family. They made it really long like my Curtis too. So I just kind of got it pulled up like this, folded under. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, they shut that live down, didn't they? They overloaded, I'm telling you. All right, so we're gonna get back to that. The reason that time and everything lined up like that, family, is because as I was saying that, many of y'all recognize that this is literally your reality too. And you don't really have people to talk to this about, you know what I mean? But you know inside of your mind that you can recognize that there's symbols and signs all around you. And you see that stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, Queen Goddess, it got so good. Just go watch the last live. It's right there at the end of it, but watch the whole live. But right there at the end of it, I was talking about how you can see with either sight or vision. And as you look around you, you can see, like say if you watch a movie, you can see the scenes, you can see the narrative, you can see the actors, the lines, the roles, and you can discuss the movies and the happenings of the movie. But then some of us, we see deeper than that. We see the reason for things, like why they were wearing certain colors and why the time was the way it was on the clock, and the way they said that line, it stands out to us, right? And so I was saying that we can see the depth and we can see the messages, not just the scene, you understand? And I'm like this in life, like not just with movies, but if I found moments in my life where it was really frustrating moments where I might have been upset or sad or anything, and I'll know when I look at the clock, it'll have a multiple of 3. My universe just kind of works in multiples of 3s. Sometimes I see other numbers that mean other things and I act on what I see, but in most cases my epiphanies come through multiples of 3s. So it's always going to be something like that. So for me, if whatever's happening in my life, if I freeze time and just bring myself back into the now and get out of the drama, if I'm angry or upset or focused on whatever is happening, if I should stop for a moment and look at the clock, it's a multiple of 3. And it's crazy because as I was saying that, it was 222 people watching. It was 1:20 on the clock, okay? And today is the 15th, of course. And so it was like, man, I could just tell everyone else was just like recognizing that they see these things in the same way, regardless of what number they constantly see. But guys, let me know what number you see more of. This, because that first video messed up, I titled this video so we could separate the two of them, signs that you know you're waking up. So we're gonna start talking about that today, because many of us do recognize that we're seeing a different reality, or we live by somewhat a different reality than just the mundane. You understand? We're not just going to and fro, but we are learning certain things and getting confirmations on thoughts we already been having, and finding ourselves seeing the same things over and over, as if somebody's trying to get our attention, as if something's trying to get our attention, right? 3s and 6s, okay. 444 is 12, which is 3. So again, a lot of you guys, these numbers are going to add up and come back around to that. Someone says, I see 1, 2, 6. That's 3 and 6, which is 9, which is a multiple of 3. 12 and 6. So you're seeing multiples of 3s as well. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So if you're seeing 4s, 4s is like, of course, balanced numbers. 7, 7, 7 is 21, which is still 3. So that's still going to be a multiple of 3. Lacey says, Queen Lacey says 327, always multiples of 3. I see my birthday, 1021. So that's going to be 4. That's balance. And so you probably always seeing 4 numbers or 2222 and things like that. Multiples of 8 and 6. I mean, multiples of 8 and 2, which are always going to be balanced numbers. 1111, Stephen Cody said, see? Jamie said she sees 1, 2, 3, 4 a lot. And if you look at that number, put that 2 with that, that's 3 and 4. I'm sorry, that's 6, that's 10. So she's seeing ones, constantly seeing ones. Also 322. Okay, so you're seeing a lot of 7s. That's powerful, Jamie. That means you're gonna be manifesting a lot of money, manifesting a lot of completion. Seven also means that you're private, you separate yourself a lot. So 7 is a number that comes from separation. September is the 7th, was the 7th month of the year before they changed it over on the Greco-Roman calendar to January being the beginning of the year. It was March. If you notice, March is when springtime starts. So naturally, it would seem that if we're going to say the year begins, which is a man-made thing, but it seems that we say that when the new year seems to begin, when things seem to really spring back into life, that we would have kept that with being the new year, but it threw us off. So it changed a lot of the number sequences and things that we created a long time ago. So the codes haven't changed, even though we celebrate differently. You understand? So September, it still means number 7, even though it's the 9th month, so to speak. You understand? 333, always seeing 22, always seeing 8, Ouroboros, yin and yang, father, son, daughter, mother. You're always seeing replications, cycles. What is 444? 444 is 12, which is 3. It means you're waking up. You're probably beginning to start seeing numbers. 3 means that you're coming into alignment with mind, body, and soul. So you're starting to recognize that. Let me tell you, let's start off like this. If you're seeing 444, which is 12, which is 3, if you're seeing 777, which equals 21, if you're seeing it and the number comes down to 3, 3 means you're in those stages of bringing yourself into alignment. Now, this doesn't mean you're just now waking up. It means that you're bringing yourself into alignment. This can happen whatever stage you are in life, in your awareness. But when you see 3, that is mind, body, soul. So at that moment, you're likely having an epiphany. You're recognizing that something either don't feel right with this world. You feel like there's more for you to do. You feel there's a purpose, even though nobody told you had one. When you feel that moment, that's mind and body coming into alignment. And when you finally agree with that in that moment, that's like soul saying, I know that I'm supposed to be meant for more than this. And you can't quite put your finger on it, but you begin to accept that you are chosen. And it's not because someone chose you, but it's more like you chose yourself. It's more like you begin to know that change comes from within. It's like you start getting answers to questions you've always asked, and they don't come from somebody else. They more so come through you thinking. Like you're used to regurgitating, you're used to looking up stuff and going with that. But when you start coming into alignment with 3, it's like your wheels start turning again, and you start to come up with your own answers and stuff. And you start to form your own opinions, and you start to speak for yourself more. You offend people because you start to say how you truly feel. You don't agree with people anymore when they're not doing right. You just become different, and you don't really need validation from people anymore. You start speaking your mind. Like if you're a person who went through your whole life quiet because you didn't think you had a voice, or you grew up where your brothers and sisters and family didn't value your opinion, when you start to come into alignment with mind, body, and soul, you just don't give a damn about that no more. You finally just start saying what you feel, and people start to realize you smart as hell. People start to realize you making good points. You never really knew you did, and it's because the people you was talking to in your immediate circle didn't think like you. And they would always cast it down like, you on to something else, because what you was saying wasn't in their frame of thought. So you start to think like, maybe I don't have much to say, or maybe what I have to say isn't all of that. But then one day you start just knowing that what you feel inside is the right thing to say. So you say it because you don't care what nobody got to say no more. And then you say it, and all of a sudden people say, that's right. Oh my God, I never heard it that way. I felt that way. I just couldn't put the words to it. And you know it's your words, not something you heard. It wasn't a meme you saw on Facebook. You start creating your own damn memes. Like you didn't see someone else say something on Facebook and now you posting it. It's something that you typed. And you start noticing you got more likes than normal because you realize that when you being yourself, people really like you. You start realizing that even though you didn't want to say the thing out loud because you already done put in your mind's eye, felt like people ain't gonna agree with it, you're gonna offend people. Because you would say this a lot. You would say, you know, I hate to be the one to say this. I hate to be the one to have to break the news, and I hate to be the one. Notice you're saying that. You're saying I hate to be the one. You're acknowledging being the one. Jamie, let me get another one of them things if you want here. I asked you earlier, but you probably didn't see it. Somebody say, I hate to be the one. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do hate to be the one. I hate to be the one to hurt your feelings because I know what I got to say is going to change your mood right now. I know it's going to make you feel some kind of way. You understand? I know what I have to say right now is going to hurt your feelings, but I know it's going to change you. And so now I'm not going to hold back my words because I normally would have held back my words. I normally would have held back my words to not offend you. But now I care so much about this truth that it's got to come out. And I hate to be the one. I do. But then you notice that you affect change when you start speaking, right? You notice you start affecting change. And that's when you start seeing sixes. You start seeing multiples of threes. Because you start seeing your world start to react to how you are. So you'll start seeing 3 and 3. Because that's what Christ died at, 3 and 3. When you start acting on becoming the one, see, notice at 30, Jesus started his mission. At 30, at 3, because it's always going to be the single digit. If it was 31, the number would be 4. But you're always going to add up until you can reduce to that single number, unless it's a master number family. So at 30, Jesus began his mission, and that mission lasts for 3 years. So 3 and 3, right? So it's telling you at 3, you begin your mission. You begin to realize that it's something to me. Wait, I got something. Dude got some shit with him. Dude's special. Dude don't think like everybody else, right? Yeah, you start to begin. Okay, now, you starting to affect people. People start to see you differently. 33, 6. 6, they start to see you differently. You understand? They see you as God, but in lower version. You see what I'm saying? Because here's what happens. They remember your past. Thank you for telling me. Because I hate to look back at the live and see the music was too loud. I think I moved the phone is what it was. Let me move it back over here. How does it sound, family? Does it sound good now? See, Lacey said at 33, I grabbed a hold of my purpose. Absolutely. Be again. Absolutely, Curtis. Be again. I woke up. I resurrected. Okay? So now again, at 6, family, people see your greatness, but they remember your past. So that's why they see you as 6. You're powerful, no doubt. But they can't help but keep projecting onto you the things they remember about you. The times when you used to be in doubt. The times when you didn't say what was on your mind. So they're having a hard time with it. That's why they kill you. That's why they talk shit about you. That's why at 33, you start to lose friends. Even though you've came into acceptance with who you are, it's supposed to be a beautiful thing. You start to lose people. And you say, well, damn, as soon as I started revealing who I was, people started being afraid of me and being offended by me. And they don't want to be around me because I don't think like them. And You realize that's what brought them comfort, is that you didn't challenge their paradigm. And so now you have a choice. You can choose to go back and be friends and just keep your conversations in the mundane again, or you can stay in the now. And the thing about it is, you're just not gonna go back. You're just not gonna stop talking the way you talk now. It feels too damn good. You know it's you. You're not gonna stop talking about the world and how you see it. And so you know you lost that friend because you chose to. Because you chose you. You chose in. You're chosen. You chose to start living through your own creation rather than what was being funneled into your brain. And because of that, you lose friends. It's lonely. You said to yourself, I wanted to wake up, but you know most people are asleep. So if you wake up, you know you're not going to be in the majority. And so you did choose to lose friends. I'm sorry. I know you don't believe you did. But it's at that 6 that you got to accept yourself too, because you are great, but you feel low. Like you are changing lives, but right now you don't feel too great about yourself because you're hurting people's feelings. And while you're changing the world and you're speaking your mind, there's a certain doubt that's still saying, yo, am I causing problems or am I really helping? You see what I'm saying? And you have to accept that, man, listen, I did choose this. I don't like how people are treating me right now, but if I had a choice to be within the know, which is in the rare, it's rarely people know. Rarely people truly understand this reality. Mostly people don't. So I know that I could not understand this reality and go back in the ignorant and have a lot of friends, or I can choose to live in the know and have fewer friends. Now, fewer friends means that you're gonna probably be lonely sometimes, and you chose it. You just don't, in your loneliness, it don't feel like you chose it. Like in the moment where your friends are mistreating you, when they turn on you and start bringing up your old shit, because your greatness blind them so much, they start talking about your old shit and talking shit about you behind your back because they got to talk badly about you because you're making them feel ashamed of themselves. Get them likes up, family, please. Hit that like button. You know I'm telling you the truth. You know I'm telling you the truth, okay? Y'all know I'm telling y'all the truth. So get those likes up, family. Match the views, family. If you're on here, you like it whether you believe it or not. Trust me. Because that's why you're here. I'm doing all the talking. You can at least give me a like, family. Even if you're going to chop my content up to try to debate it, you like the fact that you're getting juicy content to debate. So give me a like. I deserve at least that. You're going to take the content, go chop it up, say I'm stupid, rewind it back and switch my words up. Whatever you're going to do, at least give me a like. Oh, man, yo. There y'all go. Thank y'all. Let me get this thing going real quick, and y'all get those likes up while I get this lit. So even if you like talking shit about my content, give me a like. Be honest with the universe. You wouldn't have a video to do commentary on if I wasn't on here giving you your weapons, right? Giving you something to talk about. There we go. Vegan rap, family. Vegan rap. Gratitude to all of you. So family, at 6, is when you recognize that, because it is my desire, truth teller says, why are you smoking? Because it is my desire. Okay? Yes, it is marijuana. It is the earth's beautiful plants. I know some of you guys may not smoke. I challenge you guys to not be judgmental and allow each other to be. If you don't smoke, that is perfectly fine. I am never gonna be angry at y'all for not smoking. And I hope that you love your future self enough to not turn to hate when you see me smoking. Let's stay in constant gratitude. Again, today, challenge yourself to stay positive. Find something positive about something everybody does. So if you can't find something positive about me smoking, simply say, well, at least he likes it and he's getting what he likes. And that's a positive thing, right? Nobody else is being hurt and I'm enjoying my smoking, right? Oh no, Nick, I never hide it so nobody will ask. I try to respect these YouTube and Facebook policies. So they a lot of times will give you lower your reach and cut your monetization if they see you smoking. So I try to do that off camera for that reason. But no, I used to actually smoke on camera, and the people would actually light up with me, and we have smoke sessions and just go, you know. But it was hurting my pages. It's crazy. But family, back to it, family. We're not gonna get distracted. Sometimes a little calm, cool down, and talk about something else for a moment can allow everybody on here to kind of grasp what I'm saying. Because sometimes when I just keep going and going, it'd be a lot for people to handle. Pause. But sometimes that pause between talk about something else can allow everybody else to catch up. So if y'all have grasped onto what I was saying before and y'all ready to start back, let me know that y'all ready, okay? Andre says, Kevin, this is deep, bro. You're actually describing how I woke up right at my 30s. Talk that talk. Listen, family, I know. And that's why I'm saying we're all on the same page. You know, page is not like, it's a term that we use for reading books, but page is a signal. That's why you page people, right? Paging such and such, paging such and such, right? You're on the same page. You know, you have walkie-talkies and you can set them to different frequencies, and only the people on that frequency can hear what you're saying. And so if you tell them to set it to a certain dial, it means that they can hear you because they've turned to that same dial or that same page. So when you hit that button, page, right? You're hearing the same, you're hearing the same thoughts. You're connected to the same frequency. So you be hearing the same stuff. That's why when I get on here and speak from my thought realm, y'all saying, man, yo, I was just saying this shit. Like, I was just like, how the hell is he doing? And this is the thing, y'all. People will try to take away my greatness all day and just say, yo, he just sounds good. He ain't really got no power. Trust me. But you simply can't deny it. Because what I'm going to say is going to be exactly what you were thinking about. And that's how you know a true messenger. If I'm getting on here and what I'm saying ain't vibing with none of y'all, then honestly, I am on here just talking. But let's be real. I can get on here and talk till I'm blue in the face, and literally everything I say is going to be straight from your heart, straight from your mind. What I'm saying, you are thinking, and that's what's crazy, right? You say that's what's crazy, right? Someone says 10 and 11. So family, I woke up at 42. Look at there. I woke up at 33. My journey within started at 30. I started to research my beliefs. From that moment, during the age of 30 to 33, I'd be talking about religion and my beliefs with some of my friends, my close church friends, and we would all be kind of questioning the Bible. But they wouldn't go as far as I would go. But I would ask a lot of questions, and they would say, that is true. Like, I'd be wondering about the same thing. Like, we'll say stuff like, have you ever noticed, like, all the people at church that be faithful to tithing, their lives don't be changing. And you're supposed to be blessed. And it's like, I'm starting to see that, like, if the Bible's true in the way it say it is, shouldn't those people be blessed? And then like my other church members, and I ain't talking about regular people from your pews. I was a preacher, so I'm talking to other ministers and preachers inside the church. These are the friends I'm talking about. And so I would be having these conversations with them, and they'd be like, you know, you right. Like, that's crazy that you say that, because I was thinking the same thing. I'd be scared to say stuff, but man, we all tithe, and we don't really see it, you know. And we would talk about the anomalies in the Bible that don't seem to make sense, and things that we would preach about that we truly didn't still understand, but we were doing it in faith, believing that it would be revealed in time, you know. And the messages that we would skip over because they were too egregious to even try to make sense of. And we talk about these things, but now we wouldn't go so deep as to it wasn't true. So when I made my video saying it wasn't true, I didn't believe in it anymore, that was their first time seeing me go that far. But I started my mission at 30. 33, it took me 3 years to come up out of religion. I studied so much stuff, man. Prayed every day, hoping that God would reveal himself to me while I'm studying different stuff. Feeling afraid every day because, you know, what if God strike me dead for studying different stuff? Feeling nervous because I'm questioning God and my beliefs, and I was told not to do so. 3 years of torment and journey, but at the end of it, when I woke up and all of it made sense, it's like a download of everything that I had been challenged on became knowledge, because it all made sense. And when I woke up, I was a totally different being. But people treated me like I was this lower version of self. Everyone who knew me, who saw me in high regard because I was a preacher, now they see me as a demon. So while I'm waking people up, helping people, the people who were closest to me in my society, they begin to see me as a person who was possessed or manipulated. So it's like when you're doing your greatest help, the people that was closest to you will see you as something negative. You feel me? And that's at 6. That's at 33. But at 333, family, the 9, when you rise up and you bring it all, you become one with self. Okay, you truly become your higher self, and people recognize it. That's when you realize that everything happened to you so other people could wake up, and whether you speak on it or not, you are a messenger, and you have to be accountable to your higher calling, because you truly did choose yourself, because you know you're better than what this world is showing you. And so now at 9, you decide to walk in that. You truly decide to walk in that, regardless if people will hate you or don't like you or whatever. You go and you prepare a place. You go inside of you and you start manifesting from within, and you start saying, you know, I'm not going to spend my life trying to make people believe or being mad at people for choosing to stay in religion. You start saying, I just want to find my family and grow with them and manifest my reality with my new chosen family, because I know that's what's going to make me become the best I can be. And you really start focusing on your mission. And if you notice, that's what happened with me. When at 6, when I first woke up at 33, I spent my time trying to wake other Christians up. That was my intention, was to try to teach them out of religion, provide them enough information that they could wake up too. And I was fighting every day. People was threatening to kill me. Thank you so much, Stephen Cody. People was hating me. People were wishing death upon me. And so it was constant war while I was trying to do this thing that I called love. But now I'm no longer in a place where I'm trying to teach Christians out of religion or anything. I'm more so just manifesting my own spirituality, and I'm finding it's waking more people up than ever. And I'm not even doing it with the intent to wake people up. I actually rarely speak on religion anymore. And I have more people who leave their religions and come to hear what I have to say now, and I'm not even mentioning their religion. It's wild. They say, what religion are you? Because I want to be that. And I'll say, I don't have a religion. Well, whatever it is that you're doing, I want that. It's like more people are coming now than ever. Yo, that's crazy. Hang on one second. Hang on. I'm sorry. Yes, it does. Yes, it does count. 1 second. You always count. Let me go back and see it. Yasar Perez, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so gracious for you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. I never want you guys to come out of your pocket, give me something that you have earned on your own. You do not have to send it to me, and I not acknowledge that. So please forgive me, man. Like, please forgive me, queen or sir, ma'am, whoever you are. I apologize. I'm grateful. I get in the moment, I just be going. So I hope that you've I believe that you've received from me as well, you know, because you did send that. So thank you. OJ React says, how did you overcome the issues of people preying on your downfall? Realize that my issue was worrying about it. People are always preying on your downfall. It tells you about them, not you. When you notice that, you know that nobody can stop you. If you don't think about those people and only focus on your manifestations, you will find that what you want will come to pass regardless of how badly they don't want you to. This is why they say every knee will bow and every tongue will have to confess. See, it don't matter what you believe. When I succeed, you're going to have to admit it. That's the thing about it. If somebody don't believe in you, say that's okay. One day, every knee will bow and every tongue will confess. See, you can doubt me all you want, man. You can even take time out of your day to hope I fail. Pray on my downfall. You can want me to lose so badly that it takes time out of your day even. That's fine. But one day, every knee will bow. And here's the thing. If they're praying on your downfall, aren't they already bowing? Aren't they already confessing? They must know you great if they feel like they must offer contribution to the universe for you to fail. Praying on your downfall. If I truly thought you were a failure, I ain't got to worry about you failing. You're going to do that, man. But if I know you're great, I might pray on your downfall, proving that every knee is now bowing and every tongue is confessing, even when it's in denial. Listen, family, you have to understand that the people that's talking shit about you are the ones that's building and advancing your kingdom. They just feel like they're tearing it down. That's their initiative to talk about you. They don't know that when they talk shit about you, other people get exposed to you. See, look at this. There's these people, man, who go live and they'll do these videos, right? And talk all this junk about me and my rhetoric and what I have to say. They'll rewind my content back, try to offer rebuttals, do a horrible job, but believe they're making a great rebuttal. And all of their people will see their content. They'll have very few likes. They'll have very few people comment that they're doing a good job. But I will have a lot of people come to me and say, I found you through their page. Thanks, BK Apologist. You're one of my biggest advertisers. This guy will make videos, family, about me and send people to me from his own religion. He's losing people by doing segments on me, thinking he's debating me. It's so funny to me. If you listen to the content and listen to him, he makes no sense when he offers to debate me. Actually, what happens is people hear him out and say, wait a second, if you're supposed to know the Bible so good and that's what you had to offer to what he said and that was the best you got, they start to lose faith in it themselves. If he realized that he was a bigger detriment than he was a help, he'd slow down off my content. But I don't say a word. I simply allow him to just use my content. I don't give him copyright strikes, even though he's being negative and telling people not to follow me. I once spoke about creating a Rise Center, and they did a whole thing about how badly they didn't want me to have this Rise Center. I mean, they spent hours on a live talking about how badly they did not want me to have this Rise. I wanted to have a building where people came to every week like a church, so we could have camaraderie and community like them, you know, and sing and do all those things and make our own songs. And I'm not doing that anymore at the moment because I realized I would be too busy doing it. And I realized that's not something I actually want to manifest. It would cause me to be very busy. And I believe it would put me in harm's way a lot too, because a lot of people try to, you know, stop something that's powerful. So I was thinking maybe I'll make it be online. And that way we can all do it from the comfort of our home. We don't have to travel and all that. And we'll just create moments where we get up together. But a Rise Center might not be the way to go. But either way, I saw them do a live about it. And they were just like, I really hope this man don't get this thing. Praying on my downfall. Count it all joy when every knee is bowing and every tongue is confessing that you're great. And in order to stop you, they must make requests from the heavens. You prayed on my downfall, you lose. I'm so damn bright. You're focused on my failure that has not even happened yet. I'm so bright, you ain't even focused on your own amazement. You're amazing, but I'm so bright that you can't even see your own amazement. So you're focused on me so much to the point to where you want me to fail. I win. What do you do when people are focused on your downfall? Think about this, family. When is it said that every knee will bow and every tongue will confess? Supposedly when Jesus coming out of the heavens, right? Downfall. As Jesus supposedly is coming out of the heavens, that's when every knee bows and every tongue confesses, right? Praying on the downfall, right? We pray that Jesus come down here one day. Don't we pray on Jesus's downfall every day? Jesus, when you coming back? When you coming back down here? Sometimes you make yourself feel better, but like they even talked about Jesus. Well, you're right. You're right. They even talked about Jesus. What do you do when people talking junk about you? Does that mean that you're a bad person? Was Jesus a bad person? Wasn't Jesus amazing in every way? Wasn't the character, the literary character that Jesus evoked, wasn't he an amazing person? He cared about people. He loved people. He wanted to enlighten people. He wanted to show people a different way. He wanted to raise people out of their sickness, out of their death, right? Yes, he was a good person, a great person, someone who you should aspire to be like, whether he was a myth or not, right? And people even talked about this person. They even told him, man, you can't be the son of God. Because see, listen, when you show people greatness, they want to tell you who you're not. Have you ever noticed that? You're not a king. You're not a prophet. You ain't all of that. You ain't nothing special. Count it all joy when people project that at you. It means they're thinking it. They think you think it. And you do. You're supposed to think it. And so if other people can tell that you think you're all of that, or that you think you're special, that you think you're chosen, that you think you're anointed, then you're doing something right. It means you're walking in the fact that you truly believe you're a king. And so they notice that. They notice in your speech and in the way you carry yourself, in your posture, that you see yourself as a king, and they had a problem with that. So they needed to interfere with that reality for you. So they needed to offer a spell to you, and they needed to say to you, you're not a king, because they want you to entertain that. Because what you focus on expands. And if you focus on this idea that you're not a king, you're not being a king. Because now you're going to try to explain to them why you are a king. And no king needs to explain why he rules. It's for them to find out why. It's for you to ask questions. It's for you to ask questions, family. For you to ask questions, right? Ain't that what they be saying? Why everything seem to work out for you? Why you walk around like you all of that? Why you walk around with your chest out? Why you walk around like you think you own the place? Oh, for you to ask questions. Yeah, for you to ask questions. Ask why you don't. Ask questions, family. You're asking questions, just not asking the right ones. You're asking me instead of you. That's where you went wrong, family. Live in your reality. Don't try to live in mine. You don't need to find out why I believe I'm a king. You need to find out why you don't believe you won. See, big difference. Because if you believed you were one, you wouldn't have no quarrel with me, king. Well, don't call me a king. I'm not a king. You're right. Because you are that which you say you are. What would you like to be called? Call me a man. Okay, man. Peace to you. You be well on your way. Nobody can deny you, family. Listen to Robert. Bro, you're a king. I hear it every day because I walk in it. I know it. There is not a doubt in my mind, family. None. Zero. And at some point, you're going to have to accept that you're one. Your ancestors chose you. You were nominated, family. You were chosen. You were walking this plane. Do you understand that? You are royalty. You are representing millions upon millions of beings that came before you. And they are all in support of you. They yet lended their abilities to you because they trusted you so much. You just but need to be accountable to them, king or queen. Your DNA is the proof of that. That every single person that came before you contributed to you and they believe in you. You are their ascendant. You are the representative of every person that ever came before you today. Please know this, family. You are a king or queen. The throne is the very lap that you see. It's the avatar that you live in. You can't get off the throne. That's why God is forever in the throne, but everywhere else at the same time. You are the representative of all of your predecessors, family. Michael Hoskins, thank you so much. He says, from the Old Testament, men had multiple wives, and they knew in the New Testament, they say men can only have one. How does your women come into agreement? Negotiation, family. It doesn't matter what anybody or anything says. Whatever reality you want must be negotiated out with the people that you want the reality with. And if they are okay with that, F the world. Do you understand that? You only need a few people to believe in you. Doesn't matter what anybody say. So people will always try to rationalize the world's rules with your reality, wondering how you seem to break all these codes. It's because you didn't let them people tell you no rules. You don't let nobody tell you that. Two beautiful queens says, we will be your wife. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter if the whole entire world disagrees. If those two beautiful women are willing to be my wife, okay, they'll be my wives, and I'm willing to be their king and do everything I say I'm going to do, what does it matter? Are our plants not going to grow because y'all don't believe in it? When we go outside and plant our crops and grow our gardens, are they not going to grow because the whole world think we shouldn't be poly? No. The world bends to our will. You're trying to get people's opinions to bend to your will. That's why y'all can't manifest. Y'all think people's opinions are really the rules of the matrix. They are not. These are things to keep you from manifesting your best self, beautiful family. People are going to tell you, don't be arrogant, don't be arrogant, don't be cocky, don't believe in yourself, don't love yourself. Those are codes. Those are challenges to keep you from manifesting. When you're ready to break through, someone telling you don't be arrogant would never bother you. You would know that word is just a spell. You having confidence in yourself is not this thing they call arrogance. How can they tell you to love yourself when you finally accomplish that, you're arrogant? That's crazy. No, I don't walk around with self-doubt. No, I don't believe in insecurities. Yes, I think I'm perfect. Yes, my ancestors made me. I am my ancestors. I don't care if aesthetically I'm not a 10. Thank you so much, Balance. It says, happy birthday, happy rising. We're born every single day. I accept that. I'm perfect. I'm absolutely perfect. I'm made up of all of my ancestors. I don't have to be aesthetically within standard to be perfect, beautiful souls. Do you understand that? You are every person that came before you, made up. You are a mural. You are a mural of every person that ever came before you. And that is beautiful, family. Yeah, that's Motivite. You are a mural of every person that came before you. your whole makeup. And that is beautiful. Do you understand that? So you are perfect. I know you're calling your flaws, what you calling flaws, imperfections, but those are only glimpses of your ancestors. So you might not like your nose, but that could have been your grandfather's or grandmother's nose, great, 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 great down the road. And they could have done amazing things. They stripped your past from you. So if you knew all the things that your ancestors did and what they looked like, when you saw those features show up on your face, you'd actually be proud of them, family. You wouldn't go to these places to have them cut on your face and change your being into something else that's more suitable for aesthetic beauty. You would love your being. And being in love with your nose would unlock your grandfather's or grandmother's ability. And you would be able to magnetize to you what they had. So they left some things for you in their will here. You understand? There's some things here for you. Some of y'all saying nobody ever left me anything. But they left it all, family. This whole world is yours. You just but need to claim it. And claiming it is an acceptance of yourself. You are your ancestors. Notice they tell you, when you realize that that land is yours to begin with, you realize all the people who ever bought it was only paying paper for something and saying it was theirs. When you realize that land was yours, you will have it back, family. You don't got to buy it back. It was never not yours. The reason that you didn't know, reason it wasn't yours was because you didn't know. It was your lack of knowledge that made it not yours. When you start to realize that your lack is coming from your lack of knowledge, you will become knowledgeable. Because it's in your understanding that you gain. Do you understand? That's right. Don't mock your maker. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Please don't do that. Unlock your DNA by accepting your features. Listen, family. When you look on a movie or when you're looking at technology, we always say, what are the features, right? What does it do? See, somebody told you features was looks. And you believe that bullshit. What are your features? What are the features, right? I don't like my features. I don't like my features. That's why you ugly. Because when you see you, you turn into hate. You are ugly inside. When you begin to love you, that's when you become beautiful. I promise you, family. Oh, yeah. Because you unlock the DNA that's attached to those features. And they become true features. You start realizing you starting to have these thoughts you didn't normally get. You're starting to have these abilities that you didn't normally get. And it was all through accepting that you were beautiful. It's your admission that gets you where you want. That's right, family. Somebody say, I'm beautiful, man. Say that shit. I am beautiful. I'm my ancestors. What you talking about? That's my daddy nose that you talking about. It's my mama's ears. That's my mama's smile. What you talking about? What you talking about, ugly? How dare y'all? How dare y'all manifest from every person that ever came before you and look in the mirror and call that shit ugly? What gall you must have, family. You manifested yourself. You put all this in. All this your ancestors put into you being you. And they're consistently doing every cell in your body is consistently working to give you life, man. When you breathe, you get oxygen. And when you exhale, you make the plants grow. Family, you got the nerve to call that ugly. How dare you? Be in love with you. Embrace all of you. Then push it out in the universe. The power of your ancestors, the power in your ancestors. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Errol. Thank you so much. That was a beautiful input. I'm starting to feel dizzy from the sheer, like, that feeling that you get when you know that you're in that moment. It makes you feel overwhelmed, family. You know you tapped in. It's like, I just want to bask in this moment and let y'all realize this. You are them. All the way down to the first so-called ancestor family. We represent them. every person that ever came before you. You represent them. Damn, yo. They never died, family. Energy only transfers. It only transforms. You are the transformer, family. Thank you so much, Curtis. So honored. Thank you so much. Y'all feel that, man? You represent them. You represent them. Watch this one. Represent. Okay? The gift that keeps on giving, family. All those same gifts just wrapped up in a different looking package because it manifested differently and uniquely every time, like a snowflake. But the snowflake's made of water. Gosh, y'all. The snowflake is made of water, but it manifested itself in a way that no other snowflake manifested. Who in the hell can call that ugly? It's the same gift repackages, so you can access all of them. Don't quit saying nobody left you nothing. Stop saying that shit. Thank you so much, Mally. Thank you so much, King. Stop saying that, family. Please stop saying that. Mally said, I'm atheist, but some stuff you used to be saying I am too. I don't believe in no God outside of me, fam. Like, that's what they would call me, an atheist. But I'm an enthiest. Enthiest. I am God from within. That's a new word. Just made it up. That's what we need to start calling that. Somebody type that in. Enthiest. Theist is to believe in a God. Enthiest is to believe that you are God within, experiencing the world as an avatar that calls itself a human. I am an enthiest. I am. That's what I believe. I believe that I am consciousness itself, experiencing this world in this avatar for the specificity is to learn, just specifically to learn. And I believe that I'm also that same consciousness that's living through y'all, specifically to learn or create. I believe that I am every being. I was the consciousness. I'm the same consciousness attached to every. I'm water. I'm the same water attached to every snowflake. I'm the same. It's just a different avatar, a different being. You ain't steal it, family. That's yours. What you mean, Scorpio? We are one. You ain't steal nothing. These your thoughts, family. These are. I'm manifesting. I'm a messenger. That means I take thought, and I'm a creator of what's already there. We've said this shit before, and that's why it resonates. You don't understand, family. This has been said before. You know it because you feel it within. Please learn to accept that you are every single being that came before you, manifested. Every cell in your body is a fact to that attests to that. So you are the represent. You are the representation. You are all those gifts that ever been here represented in this avatar that's in front of you today, that you possess today. You are possessing this avatar. You are the spirit within. Lining mind up and soul up with the body that you are in is what unlocks this reality. Understanding who you are and using your being to speak that louder than ever. Not your tongue, so to speak, but using your being. If you know you're a king, walk in that. Create alliances. Think with purpose. Be more intentional. Stop seeking instant gratification. Save your money. Stop trading in your riches for things. If you are a king, be accountable to your legacy before you ever see it. That's how you manifest it. They told you being accountable was something that you do after you do something. Well, family, I'm telling you, you are living in the past. Your greatness has already happened, family. You must be accountable to that thing that you already have done. You have already been great. You can see it in your mind's eye. So be accountable to that person that you see in your mind's eye. That's the now. You're living in the past. Like I told you, you think it before it happens. I think about touching something and then I reach out and touch it. I saw myself amazing. I saw myself in a place that I am not right now. So that means in reality, I get myself to that damn place. I don't in reality say, well, I don't have it. That would be stupid. If I said, I'm going to reach out and grab that cup, and then my reality says, well, you don't have the cup, and I say, well, I just might as well give up. No, do what you saw yourself doing. What did you see yourself doing? Stop thinking stop telling yourself that you can't be someone today that you weren't yesterday. This is a new rising. This is a new opportunity for you to stop lying to yourself. If yesterday you've been playing a different role and you realize today that was a role and that wasn't you, take that damn mask off. You don't have to slowly do it so people can accept it. Rip that shit off and stop being somebody else and be you. If you know you've been walking and hiding your power, if you know you haven't been speaking those things that are not as though they were because you think you lying, then stop lying. Speak it because it is. Like when you see yourself with it here, do you believe you can obtain it? And if you do, then it's so. And be accountable to what you saw. You got to prove to you that you can do it by being accountable to what you saw. If you see a slimmer version of you, how must you be accountable to that person, family? You're looking into the now and you see yourself already manifested. That's you. What does that mean do in reality today? How must you be accountable to that slimmer, healthier, more athletic person? How do you be accountable to it, family? This is powerful stuff. That's 2-2. That's 4. That's 2. I'm sorry. Perfect balance, family. That means right now we must be judging ourselves. We must be examining ourselves. Do it. That's right, Jamie. You start to have a diet. You start to control what food you put in front of you. If you know you don't have the discipline to fight your temptation with that food in the house, you stop buying it, right? You start going to the gym. You start honoring your promises and your commitments. You really get your ass up like you said. And that's not like you. That's not typical of you. But you know that's you, though. Like you saw yourself slimmer in your mind, so you now know the accountability that comes to that. And what they say, with great power comes great responsibility. You have the ability to see into the future. You got to be responsible for that, family. You understand, family? So what you're going to start doing is you're going to start manifesting people around you in shape. You're going to start seeing people on your phone who in shape. And you're going to have a choice. Say, it must be nice and be discouraged. Or you can say, yeah, I'm glad I see that. Because I know the person I see today ain't how they started out. I'm not going to pretend that they just woke up looking like that. I'm going to say they put in work to get there. And guess what I'm doing? Putting in work to get there. And guess what? I love the fact that they were so excited about how they look that they took a picture of themselves. I can't wait till I get there. Because what will happen is you will see somebody take a picture about how they look. And you will say, they showing off. You know, they just seeking attention. You understand? That's all they doing. Why they doing that? They must be really insecure low-key because they still seeking validation. So, no, don't do that. You could do that. But at that moment, are you working out? Are you motivated about changing? And this is why I say focus on who you are. I'm telling you, family. And sometimes this avatar, it picks up bad habits, okay? Sometimes when you change your diet, your avatar won't feel good about it. This is another challenge of yours. Some of the challenges that we create, before I let y'all go, some of the challenges that we create as God within is in others, okay? So we have these other people around us and things around us that we learn ourselves through. If we have doubt inside, we have those other beings around us project that doubt back at us. This gives us a good way of understanding ourselves. So when someone tells you they doubt you, it's honestly because you have some doubt yourself, and sometimes you need something tangible to compete with. So you'll find somebody who doubts you, and you'll keep them around you because you feel like if you can prove to them not to doubt you, then your own doubt in yourself will go away. So you start to manifest people who doubt you to you, and you start to say, well, dang, like, I don't really like these people doubting me. Well, truthfully, you don't. And that's why you brought them to you, because you wanted them to challenge you to be better so you can earn their approval. This does cause you to be a validation seeker. And this is why you must know that that's not them that you have to prove this to. When you realize you brought this person to you was because it's a mirror for you. So where's the doubt within yourself? If you can settle that doubt within yourself, you'll recognize that you don't really care about their doubt. You only made their doubt important to you as a conduit for you to tap into your own and rid yourself of it. So you will find that the people in the room that you make enemies with are really you. Like, a pretty woman will never find an ugly woman that she finds ugly and make her competition and say, I just don't like her. She tried to wear that. She knows she thinks she all of that. No, she's going to find someone else who she thinks could compete with her, someone who makes her feel insecure about herself. And that's the person she's going to insult. That's the person that she's going to have competition with and not like. It's funny, but you're seeking the world to not like yourself. And then you often wonder why people don't like you. And so you realize that you are kind of like the creator of your matrix. And so that's just one of the ways that we do this, to constantly learn ourselves. It's like a constant spar. You're sparring, kind of like the just the iron sharpening iron. And we can get into the drama that we create so much that we'll hate the person who's giving us this, and that's so we can be excited about it and live in it. Games are so much fun when you can get into it and become competitive, like believe that it means more than what it is. It's like, Uno. You'll even get mad at who's dropping the draw 4 on you, and they just getting rid of their cards. You know that they just don't want to have the cards in their hand. Somebody got to get this work. Like, somebody does. But in the game, we'll get caught up in the drama and get mad at the person who gave us the draw 4, because we didn't want to have the draw 4, but we get mad at them. And you'll notice that sometimes that draw 4 ends up making you win the game. Like, it caused you to draw 4 cards, and those 4 cards, you needed them. And all of a sudden, it's like blam, 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 blam. So maybe somebody didn't shuffle right, and you got a bunch of cards together, or you just got a good hand of cards. And sometimes you start to realize, like, when somebody gives you a draw 4 and what you think is a negative, it ain't always a negative. So you do realize, though, that whether they gave you a draw 4 or not, it's really no indication on you winning or losing the game, that it can help you win or lose the game. But that every time you got more cards in your hand doesn't mean that you're closer to losing. It could mean that you're closer to winning. But if you live in that moment, Uno just ain't as fun almost. So you get into it, and you start to feel like, damn, I gotta pick up. You start looking around at other people's hands, and you don't really see what they have, and it don't really matter what they have. But they're worried about what's in your hand, and sometimes people cheat and look over in somebody's hand and try to gauge by somebody's face and their being and how they are about how their life is, how they look today. Their life must suck. Like, how they holding their hands. What's the look on their face? They must got a good hand. And you start to try to gauge people's confidence level about what might be in their hands, and you get ahead of all of this and start saying, I'm gonna keep my game face on. And that really is like, another way of that you wear a mask to kind of hide your greatness or your insecurity. And we do that in life. We keep our game face, regardless of how low we feel about ourselves. A lot of times we won't show it, so we'll act like we feel high about ourselves. And if we feel really high about ourselves, we'll act humble because we don't want people to tell us that we game face. You understand? It's crazy. It's uno. What's your true colors, right? Uno. One. Right? One. Uno. It's for you to admit it, right? You notice that it's your admission that can win the game, because in Uno, if you don't say that shit, right? I don't know how y'all play, but somebody can make you draw because you didn't admit it. They see you the one. They see it, yo. And what do? They start working real hard, right? To keep you from winning. Why people pray on my downfall? Why? Because they want to win, right? Because you'll find that while you seem to be the one everybody don't want to win, and all those crabs are trying to pull you down, it's not really personal. It's that they want to win. And when they see somebody is the one, they'll even work together to make that person lose. How come all your friends talk about you behind your back? It must be true. No. I'll tell you this, family. What if I told you most of the time that a bunch of people's friends talk about that behind their back is false? Because if it was true, why are they doing it behind their back? If a bunch of people are willing to talk about you behind your damn back, don't ever sit here and think that you're the problem. These fools are talking about you behind your back. Are they friend material? They're the problem, family. If they weren't talking about you behind your back, there wouldn't be a problem. You realize that shit, right? If they brought you their actual gripes, they wouldn't actually make it huge by talking about you behind your back. They wouldn't turn people against you by talking about you behind your back. And if what they had to say was logically sound and they wanted to hear your take on it without judging you, they would have asked you to your damn face. But they didn't. They talked about you behind your damn back. And they want you to think you the problem. And the people around you will say, well, all these people that was hanging around you talk about you, so, ain't you the problem? No. All those people that hang around me are talking about me. They the problem. Anytime you around talking about somebody else, aren't you the problem? Didn't we learn this shit? Get those likes up, family. You know I'm telling y'all the truth. Uno. Everybody turn on you. Soon as you soon as you admit that shit, I'm great. That's when everybody got a problem. Because they can't admit it yet. They still got some cards to deal with. They still got some colors they got to go through. They still got some shit they got to put down. So they know they can't they know they can't technically claim to be the one yet. They can't claim to be great yet. They can't claim greatness yet because they still got a lot of insecurities in the way. Do you understand? They still got some cards to put down. Now it's up to you, family. They constantly looking to see who the one is, ain't they? Who got one card? Who getting close to revealing? Who getting close to finding their true self? Oh, everybody look out, such and such got 2 cards. So people start hiding their whole hand, but then they make that illegal. You can't hide your hand. Stop. Because in reality, you can't hide your hand. You better walk in your greatness. You ain't got to tell them your plans. Don't tell them I got a blue and a red and a green, but they know you planning to win. Don't sit there and play like you don't want to win. You know you want to win. When you put that card down, how do you put that uno? When you finally get to be the one and put that card down, how you put it down, family? Is it humble? Do y'all be like, uno, new game? Or do you throw the card down so hard that air hit the card, spin the card skid off the damn table somewhere? Pop! Uno! Or you do it cool, just throw it out the, it's all over. Slam it down, right? Sometimes you got 2 or 3 or 4 cards in your hand, and it's like, blow, wait, blow, wait, blow, wait, blow. Notice you didn't put all 4 cards down and be like, I got 3 8s It's all good. I got 4 8s. It's all good. Notice you had to do a little narrative with it. Wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. But wait, this motherfucker got Uno. Blah. You always gotta be, narrative drama, man. We love it. Make the table shake, right? Put the card through the damn, break the glass table with the card. Blow. Be the one, family. Be it with pride. Love it. Relish it. You've always been it. You just had to put some cards down first. You'll find that in Uno, if you focus on your own cards and put down cards with intention, the likelihood of winning greatly increases. See? Give you guys a good secret to Uno, okay? Sometimes you can seek instant gratification and you can put down those 3 8s early because it gives you less cards in your hand. So in your mind, it makes you feel like I'm closer to winning. And you can do that, and that gives you a great instant gratification. It gives you a great boost. Sometimes it does get you closer to winning. But you can put down 1 card and keep the bulk knowing you got 3 cards. So when you finally get to 3 cards, no one knows you have Uno. See, it's like having the Uno card be your draw 4. You got there because you were patient, family. The urge to put that draw 4 has been there. But you say, you know what? I know I'm greatness right here. I know what I got. Gonna shut it down, so I'm gonna hold on to it, right? You were playing with intention. Sometimes when you play Uno, sometimes you can kind of just lose it and just be playing. But sometimes you're really focused on your hand and you start to put your cards where they're supposed to go. And you kind of looking and you making your real decisions. You feel me? And you notice that's what makes you, that increases your likelihood of success because you're more intentional, you're more purposeful with how you put your cards down. You understand? So I'm telling you, sometimes you save a little bit because you save those cards, even though it's risky to not show people how much money you have by buying Louis Vuitton. I know you don't get the validation of having 30 grand in the bank because you haven't went and bought something fancy, but hang on to it because your purpose is to win the game. That's your purpose. Don't not look good doing it. Yeah, it's good I can hit y'all with these draw 4s and skips, and I always go to Shannon. Skip! I love to hit them. I like putting down skips when I like draw 4s because I love Shannon Sharp. I feel like that's just my friend. I haven't met him yet, but I know I'm going to. And that's why I already feel like we're friends. I feel like I just know the guy. I watch Shannon every morning. I laugh at him. Every rise, forgive me. I laugh at him. He's hilarious to me. But he always say skip, you know. And so when I put down my draw 4, my skip, I always love to say skip. So if I get 3 skips, skip. Now listen, skip. You know how Shannon will just say skip 3 times in a row. I love Shannon Sharp. He ain't said nothing yet. He just said skip. But you know what he's about to say? It's going to be some real shit, all right? He'll be like, now skip. Because Skip will be saying something. And Shannon already know he ain't liking what Skip's saying, so he gonna skip you to death. I'm just telling, Shannon is gonna say Skip's name at least 20 times, every 20 times, at least 20 times. Okay, so if I get a Skip card, it's never a time where I'm not gonna say it. So if I'm playing with you, no, it's happening. No, it's gonna happen. I can't not say it. It's been a thing, okay? So skips for me are easy to hold on to. I mean, are hard to hold on to. So if I can hold on to a skip, trust me, I'm thinking very intentional. But when I put all 3 of them skips down, oh, you're gonna think Shannon in the room. You're gonna think Shannon Sharp showed up, and you're gonna think he threw that card to the table too. Big, you know, Shannon big as hell. Shannon Shannon is huge, okay? This dude is massive. You ever seen Shannon Sharp? This dude is just huge, all right? So just imagine Shannon Sharp throwing a card on the table, all right? Oh, man, boy. Skip! Red skip, blue skip, yellow skip, green skip. Ah! Love it, man. But I find it funny that the game is called Uno, you know, and it's about getting down to that last card. It's about admitting that you have Uno once you get that. You know what I mean? It's beautiful, yo. But that's what it's like, family. That's what it's like in the with the people outside of us. We manifest people outside of us to show us ourselves. So them doubting us, them challenging us is our own way of sparring with us, so to speak. But then you're gonna have your avatar that challenges you too. So your bad habits that you've already picked up through being this other person playing this role, you're still gonna want to carry out that script. And so when you wake up, say you're gonna start that diet and go work out, the urge is still there to carry out that script. And that's another challenge that you have is to defeat your avatar. This is your proof that you want it. So getting up and pushing past that is your proof to say, okay, I'm not this person anymore. I am truly this slimmer person because I got up and went. You notice that it gets easier every day after that because you're never going to weigh that anymore. You're never going to look that way exactly anymore. From this day forward, you begin to look better. You're going to look younger. You know, it doesn't matter really what the scale says. If you know you're putting in the work and the diet is still there, the consistency is there, fluctuation won't bother you because that's water intake and things of that nature. That's not your body actually going back. So Jamie says it's exciting. Absolutely, because you begin to know that you are this other person now because you're doing what they do, right? Slim people do slim people shit, right? Athletic people do athletic people shit. And so by you getting up and doing the do, that tells you you're not that person that you were. But that challenge is still there. That anger your body gives you, that frustration your body gives you, sometimes it'll make you feel tired and it'll make you you know, want to lay back down. But just compete against it, challenge it, mind, body, and soul. Bringing them into alignment won't be all peaches and cream. You understand? It will take you some work and sacrifice, but that's the beauty of it. You understand? And you never know what each day takes. That's why I like Uno again, because you never know what card is coming next. It's up to you what you're going to do with it. And your goal is to turn it into a positive, right? So I want you guys to start thinking like Uno. You may have not liked that you got this draw 4, but your goal is to turn it into a positive because you know you are a master creator, a master manifester. So know that if you turn into negativity, negativity is what will be created. So when you get that draw 4, don't say, I'm mad at this person. Why you keep hitting me with them draw 4s, right? Or I'm going to get you back. Nah, don't make revenge a part of your game. Nah, look at that draw 4, draw your 4, and work with your cards. Place them where they're supposed to go. Keep playing your game to manifest the most positive outcome. Don't get lost in the moment of how it felt when you got the draw 4. Get lost in the purpose of what you're going to do with the draw 4. From this, you'll get excited because you'll say, wait, I got a skip, I got a draw 2, I got a 9, I could put this over here with my other 9s. Now I got 3 9s, right? And then I got this 4 right here, this 4 blue. And I didn't have no blue, so now I know I don't have to draw if someone puts down a blue. That's cool. All right, so bet. Now you get excited about, oh, they don't know what's covered. They think they hit me with 2 draw 4s and I lost. They don't understand I just won. So you start turning to positivity, right? And you start setting your purpose to manifesting that outcome, right? You got a reverse in there. Certain things like that, you know? Is this making sense? Be in contention with your body, because When it tells you to turn to negativity based on how you feel, don't do that. Don't focus on that negativity. Focus on what you do want. Do you want to feel negative right now? No, I want positivity. So let me just manifest a positive outcome. Somebody say something to me I don't like. I can focus on that, no doubt. I am God within. I can focus on that, magnify that. I can confront them. I can make that a thing. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna I'm gonna focus on the positive. I'm gonna focus on what I do want. So I'm gonna walk away from this situation. You understand? I saw this guy. He was talking about how to avoid confrontation. He was a master fighter. He was in the military and all that good stuff, right? And so he was in the military and all this stuff, hand-to-hand combat, and he was talking about how to protect yourself. And he said something that blew my mind. This before I let you guys go. We're about to end it. He said something that blew my mind, family. Listen at this. He says, if somebody comes up to you to try to fight you, he said, even with me, with all the information and the background I have in fighting, if someone comes up to me and tries to attack me by punching me, he says, I will run away. Because I know that if I hurt them, I don't want to hurt someone. I don't want them to hurt me. They can have a knife or gun and I don't know. They could be more capable than me and the outcome may not go to my advantage. More people may be hurt than what I intend. I could go to jail. I don't want any harm for me whatsoever. So I don't have to be here. So he said he would take off and run. Now that sounds crazy because we be thinking in order to be defensive of self, to protect ourselves, we got to learn how to fight, learn how to box. But he was saying, actually, you just turn and walk away. If somebody run away, if somebody throws a punch at you, turn and run away, right? Someone says, how do I reach you, Kev? Go to www.betheevolution.org and you can book a session with me from there. Or you can Cashapp $100. I do 1 hour sessions for $100, okay? So that's $Rise InReach Center and type in the day and time that's good for you. I will then hit you back with my best schedule to suit your day and time. And I was going to come back to that question because I didn't want to lose my train of thought, and somehow I did for the moment. So somebody please tell me what I was saying because I really needed to finish that thought before we get off. Thank you so much, Queen Lacey and Queen Jamie. About running, thank you. So you take off and run. So he says if someone tries to, curse him out or something, he can just avoid that situation by running. Now, of course, you have that thing where people are going to say you're a punk, look at you run, but you protected yourself. And it was crazy because he was like, the only way you take away that option for me is if you grab me. Now, if you grab me, I cannot run. And so now I have to compete with you in that way. But he was saying, until that happens, I don't have to fight this person. So we always think, what do I do if someone to protect? How do I protect myself? Learn to fight. But truthfully, you could run. And sometimes we say, well, that person was bothering me and wouldn't leave me alone. You had to have been there. They didn't give me any choice. But running is an option. It's not an option because in our mind we say, I won't be a man or I will be a coward. I can feel the men on here right now who's like, hell nah, I ain't ever running from no fight. And I definitely understand that. I have that same mentality. I grew up like that. But what he's saying, it holds weight. It does hold weight. If you don't want that, you could simply just not focus on it and leave it. It does hold weight. And it makes sense. It's not what I want. Let me get away from you fast as I can. My life is important to me. I'd hate to think at a moment's notice, someone can walk up to me and challenge me to a point to where I throw it all away. So yeah, I'm gonna run away to protect my best self. And I would think, hey, that's wise. Because if I sit here and compete with you in this moment, I could throw away everything I ever had, my life even. I don't know how serious you are, how hateful you are, why you're even bothering me. And it could be so I can say something so you can harm me in such a way, and it could be something I'm not prepared for. I don't know. It does make sense. You understand? Like, but anyway, family, I love the fact that we are understanding that we're all waking up. I did call this part 2, signs that you are awakening. I realize we only tapped the surface into that. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this our main root message for tomorrow. Signs that you are awakening. So I want you guys to just come tomorrow and be ready to receive in that way. We're going to talk about signs you are awakening. Trust me, what I'm going to have to say, you already know it. You know you're awakening. You know that you are awakening to your higher calling, to your best self. And let's get excited about it, family. The doubt that you feel is also proof that it's time. They're going to be doubters. You're going to doubt yourself. As soon as you realize your greatness, one of the first things you'll do is doubt that that's you. And that's okay. You'll notice it. When you start to work out, when you walk by a mirror and you finally notice those great changes, the first thing you will do is say, is that me? Did I do that? That's the first thing you'll say. Is that me? Self-realization that you caused this is like, is that me? You know? And so you'll realize that. So thank you guys. I encourage you guys, get your personal one-on-one sessions if you want to have a personal one-on-one insight about your life, about where you are in life. I try to talk to you guys about where I am in my life, and I know that you guys will regulate with that or will resonate with that. But if you want a more insightful conversation about your own personal life, you can definitely reach out to me and let me know what you're trying to manifest, what things you seem to be manifesting, and I can help you kind of bring yourself into oneness, okay? So you can call me your oneness coach, okay? All right. I love you all. See you guys in the rise for signs you are awakening, okay? We're going to start talking about this reality that we all see. We're going to start talking about what certain things mean. So whenever you come to the live tomorrow, come ready to tell me some of the things that you've been seeing everywhere, things that's been jumping out at you, things that you're seeing as signs, things that seem to be confirmations. And I will be able to tell you guys symbolically what a lot of those things may mean and see if it resonates with you, okay? So tomorrow will be more like a broad approach to help bringing you guys into oneness, and I'll deal with your comments the best I can. If you send a super chat, I will 100% respond to your comment, to your question, and I will try to keep up with your questions and see the ones that I can if you do not send a super chat. So if you don't have a super chat or have money to send, that's fine. You guys notice I still do read your comments, but super chats light up, and I am 100% going to respond to people who put in a sacrifice to get something out of me. So if you're willing to sacrifice to get something out of me, I'm willing to sacrifice to pour back into you. That's just the fact. So, but anyway, if you're dreaming about something consistently, come tomorrow and talk to me about that, and we're gonna deal with these things. But if you call me, family, and you're willing to spend 1 hour with me, I can actually help you out a lot more, okay? So I love you all. Be Evolution. 336 is on the screen right now, okay, which is 12, which is 3. That's how many likes we got on the screen, family. So it's so unbelievable, family. You know, look at the screen. 5195. That is 9 and 6, right? Y'all see that? 9 and 6 makes 15, which is 6. You see that? 270 watching right now. 9. Now someone hit a like on it and got us to 34. That's perfectly fine. But you see this, you see how it always works, right? It's crazy, family. Be Evolution, be the change that you want to see. No candle loses its flame from lighting another. And if you were to ever find yourself in the middle of chaos, it is in that chaos that you find yourself. Come tomorrow, prepared to, by the end of the live, you'll be able to see the numbers and the colors and read life just like they was doing in the Matrix. You know how on the Matrix they were looking at the numbers going up the screen, but they could see a woman in a red dress. They could see Neo. They could see people fighting, even though they're looking at numbers and colors. You're going to learn by looking at those numbers and colors how to see truly into another reality, all right? And you already seeing into that reality, but I'm going to try to help you understand what you're seeing. Okay. All right, family. Love you all. Peace.